Hello and welcome to cornerbrooker.com. My name is Gerri and I'm here with Liberal candidate for the Humber West by-election happening on the 15th of February. It's time for 20 questions. Hello Mark. You were once chairperson of the Young Canadian Liberal Party, Young Liberals. My question is, were you ever a young Liberal?
Yeah, I guess you could say so. There are a few old haunts down the street here where I was a young fella hanging around in the campaign headquarters, so yeah, you could say I was a young Liberal.
What draws you to public service?
I've always been interested in current affairs, always been interested in debates, and always been interested in public policy.
And is there an outstanding issue that you cannot wait to tackle if you win the seat?
I think there are a lot of issues around legislative and electoral reform and just the health of our democracy in this province that are actually in the front of minds of a lot of voters right now, and I'd love to address those.
All right. Now, in a vague reference to the Atlantic Accord, are you sometimes guilty of being loyal to a fault?
Look, there's been a lot written about the Atlantic Accord, and I think a lot of it you have to take with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, I was pretty happy to work in a government that brought over $2.5 billion to this province that no other government would before it and no other would afterward.
Excellent. Your previous job as the advisor to Paul Martin, while he was the federal finance minister, I mean, there's a whole Canadian thing where before the budget goes down, they show off their shoes, and you have big shoes to fill. Can we get a look at your shoes? Like, what kind of shoes are you wearing there?
Well, I got these for door knocking. It was either, when I came down, I either had dress shoes or skidoo boots, and one was practical and the other one looked good, and this is, I hope, somewhere in between. They've proven
boots.
okay so far in the snow.
They're fine boots. Where'd you get them?
I actually got them at Mark's warehouse.
Awesome. All right. Will you relocate here permanently when you win the seat?
I have to. It's a conditional election that you have to be a resident of the province to be a member of the House.
So you're already.
Oh yeah.
All right. You're already here. What is your favorite site within the Corner Brook city limits?
For me, it's probably the cross-country ski trails. Assuming they fall within the city limits, I'm pretty sure they do. I spent a lot of time there as a child and as a teenager, and look forward to spending a lot more time there. Yeah.
And what have you missed about Corner Brook in your time away?
The outdoors, really. Just being able to, like, cross-country skiing and downhill skiing, and I love traveling to Gross Moor as often as I can, so being in the Corner Brook area kind of affords a lot of those opportunities.
All right. Now, one of your opponents, Vaughn Granter, is heavily engaged in the community. So you've been away. What kind of things have you been involved in since you've come back?
Well, actually, just yesterday I had a chance to reacquaint myself with the Corner Brook Winter Carnival Ambassador Contest. We went to their first event of the contest yesterday, which was kind of fun because I was an ambassador in 1992, and I brought Ken Dryden with me, who had attended the Corner Brook Winter Carnival Ambassador Contest in 1974. So we had a chance to have a bit of a laugh with that.
Cool. All right. Have you been offered a meal or a beverage or anything out campaigning door to door yet?
A lot of offers for a cup of tea, no question. It's been a few cold nights at the doorstep, and very often people will ask you to come in for a cup of tea, and you sort of have to politely decline because there's so many doors to knock on and so little time to do it.
Do you enjoy the door to door trail?
So far, it's my favorite part of the campaign. I think it's really been great just to see people in their homes and listen to their concerns and have a chat with them about my vision for the campaign and for the province.
All right. So now that you're back in the land before curbside recycling, will you continue to recycle?
Absolutely, of course.
All right. And do you like broccoli?
I do. I had broccoli for dinner last night.
Great. That's important. Okay. Let's say you win the seat, and as a welcoming gift to the job, Danny Williams sends you a sealskin coat. Will you wear it?
I don't see why not.
And finally, how does someone get involved with helping your campaign?
Well, you can visit our campaign headquarters, which is at 355 O'Connell Drive, or call us at 634-1128, and we hope to have markwatton.ca online probably by the time this interview is done, so www.markwatton.ca.
Great. Thank you very much for your time. I know
Thank you.
You're very busy.
Thanks a lot.
That's the interview for cornerbrooker.com.